sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, 30, 10, for touchdown, Giants. Mark Ingram, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. First down throw for Mayfield. He shakes him off and escapes the sack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Mayfield now on second down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he's going to send this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
No, check, Patriot! I got him. Watch him now, Barney!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Detroit! Tight end right. Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. And there he's caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got three. Three down. Ready. Move 90. Reset.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice play, baby.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Breeze. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, get set, get set.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready, yellow lady. 0-2, 0-2.
Breeze hands to Ingram. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Detroit!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it here with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! 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 80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's a room to maneuver and avoids the contact by sliding. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
This area does allow for vehicles to hang over onto the sidewalk.
Watch tight end. Hey, 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 hey. Four down, four down, four down. Gun! 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 Gun!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And Grant's got it over the middle. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, is his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Size, the hands.
the speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Here's Hunt, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Four down. Check, check. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot!
From the gun, Mayfield. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Got three down, three down. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt, and it'll be 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready! You waiting?
Breeze now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Sammy! Ready! You waiting?
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Watch the ready! You waiting?
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Detroit!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! We got 4. Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he fends him off. And it's a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Ready? You waiting? Ready? What's that?
They start the drive with a give to Powell. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. Ready? Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's come.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback and not just a good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Breeze now to throw. Now he'll escape to his right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Leopard! Three down. All right, now, lucky 56. Hunt!
Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Tony Jefferson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough third and 18.
Three down.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gun! Detroit!
Mayfield now on second down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 37-yard line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun!
First down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. He finds Roberts, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Gun! Over!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, guys, Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The first throw for the backup Foles. Eluding the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Under.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Six. Tempo.
Here's Foles. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. J.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Bree's going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And this will be incomplete. Trying to force it into Edelman there, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Get set, get set. 26 right.
This is the running back, Powell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Water.
Now Foles. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They start this with a run for Powell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
4 down. Check, check.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Breeze now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught right side is Jeffrey. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
The The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rashaan Melvin that time able to make the play.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Ready for attack.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen. They run with Hunt. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Come here.
They run again with Hunt. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down. Tighten up.
A toss play to Hunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this is complete. It's Allen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. One final try here for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But These two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a
that's
little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Eagles, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.